So hello and welcome to day 6 of this full stack shift up taking application. So today we are going to continue from where we left on day 5. So if you haven't gone through the other days, remember to go back and watch the previous videos so that we be on the same page. So right now I'm going to start by looking at announcement. So what we do with announcement. So here in our routes, I'm going to add announcement. Hopefully I'm spelling it right. So announcement.js, and in here I'm going to do the same thing that I was doing with the users here. So first thing you need to do is to import express. So express, here you require express, something of the sort. And here also I need to add a route. So I'll just say router. Let me add router here. Router is equals to express, so express and then dot router, something of the sort. And now remember we need to also export it so that we'll be able to use it in our route file. So module dot export, so it should be module dot export, and then here we send the router here, something of the sort. After this, now remember to come here in our index.js, and then here I need to add app.use, and then here this route will be API, and then version 1, and then it will be announcements, something of the sort. And here we have not added the route, so let me first of all import the route for announcement. So I'm going to copy this and then paste it because I don't want repetition. So here I'll just say announcement, something of the sort, announcement route, and here I'm going to now get route and then announcements. You can see the announcement there. So that's right. That's what I wanted. So now we have announcement route here. The other thing that I need to do is to add announcement here, announcement route, something of the sort now. So we can continue now working on the announcements. So here I need to first of all add announcement. So announcements here, something of the sort, add announcement or post announcement. You can add post announcement. So here we can say router dot post, and then here I can use that route, and then I can say request response, and then in here also I can add now the functionality here. So I'll just say try catch. First of all, need to do try catch here, try catch. So this one here. So here the first thing that I need to do is to first of all get the information from the user or from the admin. So I'll just say new announcement here, and I'm going to create, first of all let me import the announcement from our model. So let me add announcements. I can't see the auto completion. I really need an auto completion. So here actually I don't know why I used this, so I don't want to import that. So let me go into announcement. I see if I have imported it. So I'll just say announcement, and you can see we are importing it from our model, and then here we can just add our information. So request.body, something of the sort now, because that is what we need. So now after this I'm going to say await, and here because we have not added async, it will throw an error. So let's add async, and then here I can just say announcement. First of all let me save. So I just say announcement here. So a new announcement, sorry. So I'll say new announcement dot save something of the sort, and then when we save now, I'll be able now to send the email. So I'll just call my function for sending the email. So I'll say announcement here, announcement email. So I'll send, I think it's announcement email, or I can't see it, so let me check here in my functions. So here it is announcement. Yeah, you can see this is announcement email. So I'm going back here. So I'm going to say announcement email. You can see it. And then here we need several things. We need the title, and also we need description. So here we can get them from request.body.title. And then we need also we can get the description from request.body, and then description, something of the sort. And then that is it. The other thing is that we can handle the error here. You can say res.status or response.status, and then I can add 500 here. You can say .json, and here I can also add error, something of the sort. So that is it. So now let me save on this, and let me see now the other thing. So now the other error that I can do, or the other functionality that I can do, is to get, let's get the announcement. So get announcements, all of them. So here I'll just say router dot post, or dot get, that is, not post. And this one is route, default route. Here I'll say request response, and in here we are going to get now our announcements. So I'll start by try catch. So this is easy. So try catch here, I'll say const announcements here. So these announcements here, I'm going to say await, and then announcements, and then I'm going to say find here. And after I have found them, I can also sort them. So here you can see this await is giving me error, so I need to do async here. So here I can say find, and then I can say sort, and then here inside I can add created at, and then I can add -1 just to sort them from the latest one to the one that was added the first. So something of the sort. So here I can just send now the announcement. So rest.status 200, and then .json, and in here now I can send the announcements. You can see how easy it is. So something like that, I can come here and say rest.status 500, and then .json error, something of the sort. So that is it. And what else do we need to do? So we need also to delete. We can do deletion. So I can say router, and then delete here, and I can add here this ID, because we are going to use ID, and then request, and then response. Here also I'm going to say try catch, something of the sort, and inside here I can say await, now announcement, and then I can say find by ID, and delete, something of the sort. So here this is, we are getting the ID from request.params.id, and let me add here async. So async here, and what else do we need to add here? So here now we need also to send like a message. So I can say res.status here, you can add to 1, and then I can say JSON, and then here let me send the data star announcement deleted successfully, announcement deleted successfully, something of the sort. And the error here, I can say res dot status and then 500 here to JSON, and then here I can send the error, something of the sort. So that is it. For announcement, that is it. We don't need to do any other thing. So we can proceed now to incidents. So for incidents, let's also create here the route for incidents. So here I'll say incidents. Is that the correct name? Incidents, like or incident. Okay, just that incident.js, and in here I'll just export or import express. So I'll just say require, and then here it's express, and again I'll say const router from express here dot router, something of the sort. And again I need to export, so I'll say module dot exports. Here I'll just add router, something of the sort. So now after this, now here this is where now I can start handling some functionality, like add incidents. So add I want add incident, and here I can add router dot post, and here is just this one here, and we have requests and then response. And here I'm going to also to first of all add the incidents here. So let me add the incidents. So I'll just say app.use, and then here need to add API, and then version 1, and then incident or incidents, and then here I need to add incidents route. So let me export it first. So here incidents, so here I add the incidents. So let me add it as incidents route, or I can just say incident route, and here I can be able now to import it. So if I check here, can be able to see the incidents imported. So I can also add here incident route, so you can see it here. So that is it. So let's go back into our incidents here, and here I can be able also now to be able to just create that incident. When we get the information from our user, you can be able to save it. So I'll just say try catch. So the first thing that I need to here is I'll say const new incidents or new incident. I can call it however I want. So I can say incident. So here you can see I need to import it from the models. So I check here for this incident. So let me come here and try to import it. So you can see we can use auto completion incidents here, and I will say request.body, something of the sort, and then here I can now be able to save it. So I'm going to save this as now await. Actually this one, yeah, you can say await, or actually let me first of all say const, and then I can add in like an incident, and then I'll say new incident. So in new incident, and then save this function here. So after that, now I think I can send the data. So I'll just say s.status. I can add as creation, and then I can say incident. so I can send that incident here. I can also add this is await, and also here I need to say async here. So also here I need to say rest.status 500, then .json, then error, something of the sort. I need also to just save this first of all. So after this, now I'm going to add other things, for example getting all the incidents. So I'm going to say add or get incident. So get incident like that, or incidences, because they are main. So here I'll just say router also dot get, and then here I'm going to add the route. Here I'm going to say request response, and then this is a function, so I'm going to try catch all of them. So try and then catch here, and this is also very simple because I'm going to just get all incidences from our database. So I'll just say incidences here. I don't know if I'm spelling them the right way, so I'll say await, and then I'll say incidence here dot find, something of the sort, and then I can say sort. And here when I'm sorting, I can also say created at, and then -1 here, and here I need to add the async keyword, something of the sort. What else? So from here now I can be able to say rest.status 200, and then .json, and then I can be able to send the incidences, something of the sort. That's easy. And then here I can say rest.status and 500, and then send the error, that is, so error. Yeah, and that is the functionality there. So actually here don't know, I'm not using the request, so let me go back. Let me add another functionality here, and to find one incidence, I'll just say router, and then okay, yes, get an incidence or an incident, something of the sort. I'll say router dot get, and here I can add this find, and then ID, or I can add this or this one ID, and then requests dot response, and or the response, and then in here I can say try catch. Okay, so try catch, something of the sort. Here I can be able to say const incidence here, and then I can say await, and then here I can be able to use incidence, and I'm going to say find by ID, and then here I can say request dot body, and then a dot params. That's how we get the ID dot ID, something of the sort. Here I need to add async. What else do I want? I want to go back here, and I can say now rest.status, this is 200, then .json, and I can send that incident or incidents, whatever, and then here I can say res.status, and then here I can also add as 500, and then send that error. So error, send that error, something like that. And what else do I want? I want to also have a functionality for deletion. So I can say delete incident like that, incident, and then here I can say router dot delete, and then here I can just give it an ID, and I will add request and then response. Here also I going to add now to do the functionality. So I'll just say try catch, and then here I can be able to say await, and then incident, and then I'll say find by ID, and delete, and then here I'll just say request.params.id, something of the sort. So here also I can say async, and here also I'm going to send like a message. So say res.status 200, not let me use 201, then .json, and here I can say incident as deleted successfully, something of the sort. So now the other thing here is I say res.status and then 500.json, and what else do I need here? Need to send the error, something of the sort, yeah, like that. So now I have completed this functionality, and then here I'm seeing like I have an error. So let me see if I have solved it. So there's no problem now. So here I have this delete incidents here. So I have this get an incident. Here I can get all incidences here, like this one here. So this doesn't have any, we are getting all the incidences here. So, and then here I need to add incident. So yeah, so that's all. So I'm going to now add the route for clients. So I just say here, I just add client. So I cannot be able to see where I'm adding. So I just say add client.js, something of the sort. So right now you know the flow. So I just say express. So import express here, express, something of the sort. We need to create the router. So create the router here. So this one is from express, call the express dot router that way, and then here we need to say module dot exports, and then we are going to send to export the router, something of the sort. So because I'm going to do that, also I'm going to add this router. So I'm going to also be able to add this client into, or use this client route in our index file here. So I'm going to, first of all, let me copy this, and then I'll paste it here, and then I'm going to add here client route, and then import it here. So client route, so I just say client, just client here, yes, and then here I can be able now to copy and then paste it here and say client or clients, something of the sort, and then here I can also add now the client route. So after that, now let's go back and handle the logic. So here I'm going to this route here for the routers, for the client. So now I'm going to add the client. So here I'm going to say post client. Let me add here post or add the same thing, post client. Let me add as add client. So I'll just say router dot post. Yeah, so this one here, so request response, and here we need also to say try catch. So try catch, so here I'm going to say await, and this time I'm going to use client from our models. So let's check in our client here, and let's try to import this client from our models, and then I'll say I'll just add as here request dot body, something of the sort, and here I need to say const new client here, and then here I will say async, and what else do I need? I need now to save. I just say actually this one is not await here, so I just say now I just say await, and then new client, and then now save the function here. So after this, now I'm going to also send. So I'll just say as dot status, then .1, and then .json, and I'm going to send the new client here, something of the sort. And then here, if we have error, can say this dot status, can say 200 or 500 dot json, something of the sort. So here is an error. So what else do I need? So after post, we can do also other thing like because we have a functionality to create, we can get all the clients. So here I can say get all clients. So here I'll just add router dot get, and here I'll just use the route, or I can just use here the route default one. So here I'll just say request, and then response. Here I'll just add these curly braces. Here I'll just say try, and then catch. So here I'll also do const, and then clients, something of the sort, and then I'll just say client. Yeah, so let me add await, and here I can say async first of all, and then here I would add a client, and then here find, and then sort, and then here I would add an object, say created at, and then -1, just like that. And what else? So now I can be able also to send them the clients dot status, and then 200, then .json. And what can I do here now? I can be able to send them. So clients here, something of the sort. So that is it. Here I'm going to say res.status, and then I'm going to do 200, and then .json here, or 500, that is for error, internal server error. So here I'm going to do error, something of the sort. So also I'm going to be able to now go and look for other functionalities. So let me go and look for other functionalities here. So let's update client. So if we want to update a client, here update client, and then here I'll just say router dot put, and then here I can say ID, and then request, and then response. And this request and response here, now we can be able to do try catch, try and then catch here. What else do I need to do? I can be able to say const updated client, and here I can say await client dot find by ID. So find by ID and update. So now here I will add async, and here I will need to now update the body. So first of all, we need to get the ID, because we need that ID to know which client to update. So also I need also to use this function here, set, and here in set we need to set now the request.body, and then the other thing is we need to just say new, and then new to true. Yeah, so something of the sort. After that, now I can send the data. I can say res.status, and here I'll just add 201 and then .json here. So .json, and I'm going also to say .json, and the other thing is to send the updated client, something of the sort. Here I can handle the error, so I'm just going to copy this and actually add it here, so to avoid repetition, so and save some time. So here I'm going also to delete client, something of the sort. So client, I'll say router dot delete. Here I'm going to delete this route here, and I'll say request and then response, and here I'm going to add try catch here. So this one I'm going to say await, and I'll say client dot find by ID. So find by ID and delete. So find by ID and delete. So here we need to pass request dot body dot params, and then the ID dot ID here. So this one should get an ID. So we should send the ID from the from our admin side, and then here also we need to add async, and then I'll send a message here, say res.status and then 201 then .json, and this time now here I can say client deleted successfully, and here I can say I can just paste that. So now after deleting, what else that we can do is to find, can say find a client, or let me add find client, using ID. So here I can say router dot put here, and then I can dot get, actually not put, because this is not update. Let me see if I added here correctly, put, yes. So yes, here I need route find, and then here ID, and then here I can say request and then response, and here also I can add try catch, and also here I can start by saying const and client, and then here I can add await and can say client here, and we can say find by id, find by id, and here I can also add requests dot params dot id. So something of the sort. Here I can also add async. So, and then the other thing here is to make sure that I send. So rest of status, I can say 200, and then not 200, yeah, 200 JSON, and then I can say client, something of the sort, and then here I can just paste that code. So those are the functionality that I'll be needing for the client. So find the client here by ID, delete client, update client, get all clients, and then add client here. So let me format my code. Yeah, so hopefully that's okay now. So now we have remained with only one route, and this route is for shift. So I'll be handling that in the next day, so day 7, and also I'll be able to now handle on midwares. From that, now we're going to start looking at our front end so that we create this project, we flow with this project. So now if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe and also like this video. And the other thing is that if you don't, you are getting confused, there's a source code in my GitHub, and I have attached the link in this description of this video, so you can go and check somewhere the source code and then compare with yours, so that also you can be able to code faster and be able to not to get confused. So have a great day. See you in the day 7.